Welcome to the Week in Troof 34. Wilfred Wong. He's a Wongan. So, folks, if you want to like and subscribe, I don't give a shit because my channel's not monetized because I swear too much anyway. And I don't really give a monkeys if you like me. I don't want to be your friend or nothing. So, anyway, here's Wilfred Wong. He's one of Sean Atwood's dodgiest guests. He goes on about the Satanic Panic, just like John Wedger and all those people, Jeanette Archer and all them lot. I won't deny that there are evil forces at play in this country and all around the world, but somehow, Sean, never get connected to Freemasonry with you, do they? And actually, Sean Atwood has admitted elsewhere to being a Freemason, which is quite interesting. I saw that on Chance's channel. He's actually got screenshots of it, where he said that he's a Freemason and his family are. He's got Freemasons in the family as well. I am not meaning to cast aspersions against your Uncle Fred, who goes down the lodge once a week to drink warm beer. That is not the Freemasonry I'm talking about. I'm talking about the top levels are dodgy and they do run a network throughout the country and throughout the world. And to be honest, that is not in Sean's favour at all, that he's to do with Freemasonry. That's really bad, if you ask me. And points to his involvement in being an intelligence agent in the truth industry. So back to Wilfred Wongan. He's always going on and making very exaggerated claims about satanic ritual abuse in this country. And the news is, and I got this from Chance, so I can't lie, but I just wanted to do my take on it. Wilfred Wong has been involved in some sort of heist where he and some of his cronies have allegedly kidnapped at knife point a child, an 8-year-old child in Anglesey, bundled this child into a silver Citroen Picasso in Anglesey, discovered 230 miles away near to Newport Pagnell on the M1. 3 vehicles from Northamptonshire Armed Response Vehicle Team cornered the car. The car had false number plates. And Wong is also charged with possessing a knife. Oh dear. Now listen, right. Apparently it was a frightening incident for those involved to see Wong wielding his knife, which is probably a bloody penknife or something shit like that. I just can't imagine him wielding a machete necessarily. Anyhow, my take on this, people, is that this is another bit of truth pantomime. This is to either raise Wilfred Wong's profile. They love to put these people in prison for a bit. That also raises their profile and gives them a bit of kudos. And but at the same time, they also like to make them look bad. It's the truth movement dichotomy where they get people interested, but it also has to completely lack credibility. So the truth movement draws people in, but then actually in some funny ways it spits them out again afterwards. The aim with the truth movement is to build it up and knock it down continually, so it never gets to be above a certain level. So it's never actually a threat to the authorities. People are drawn into it, they're disillusioned, spat out, they realise they look like a bunch of fools, and that's the end of it. The whole thing is an intelligence agency operation, if you ask me. So occasionally we do get these stories about people like Wilfred Wong, Sabine McNeill being sent to jail after her role in the Hampstead Hoaxstead thing that was also satanic ritual abuse, by the way. I won't go into too much detail about Mr. Wong because he is one of many, along with John Wedger and people like that. Perhaps they're this... I don't know, I'm just speculating wildly, really, that this getting Wilfred Wong into the limelight, maybe because John Wedger has to be sort of removed. I mean, too many people are doing stuff about John Wedger and exposing him. He can't possibly last very long, so maybe Wilfred is being lined up to take over the limelight. I don't know, but you know, all of Sean's guests are these hopeless cases, and what they say couldn't possibly be true because it is exaggerated, overdramatic. It's necrophilia, cannibalism, weird rituals, devil worship, and all the rest. Even though this stuff, I am convinced, goes on in this country, it's normally groups of people, and I think people who like to call themselves witches and warlocks and Satanists who they aren't really, they're just people with sexual fetishes and various other, people who are in small groups that know each other. And even things that can start out as being pagans and then it all gets a bit sort of kinky, it goes wrong. And that stuff in Kidwelly that Nathaniel Harris bangs on about. These people were just criminals, basically, and it tipped over into Satanism, but essentially it was all prostitution and abuse and, sort of dirty sex that went too far. Vile as it was, those people ended up in prison because it was proven. Things that Wilfred Wong gets involved with won't be proven to be true at all because they probably aren't. Anyhow, kids, that's enough for today. I'd really like to get my head down for a nap because I'm not feeling too good. So, bye, folks.